one thing for sure that you always want to do, especially if you're new to the industry, is you always want to make sure you talk to your assembly house and ask them specifically what kind of stuff that they need from you. No one's going to know better than the assembly house themselves. And especially like obviously Chao was talking about having the BOM, having the XYRS, having all of that. But in addition, having a schematic can greatly help. And then even like a drawing, a 3DF drawing or a 3D print, those can also help reduce the amount of placement or polarity questions that happen on the spot. And of course, if you do have a drawing, it's also really good to list off what kind of requirements or special needs that may be required for that particular build on the drawing itself, just to make sure that the assembly house can fully capture and get you what you want. And like I said, it's always good to just go back and ask questions and just really push and figure out what your assembly house really needs from you.
Yeah, good call. Same question for you, Chao. What are some takeaways that you might say are there? Do you have different ones than Sebastian mentioned?
Yeah, so when I was coming up with this list here, what I'd like customers to do is when you're looking for an assembly house, find someone that's going to be a partner for you, who's going to be able to check your design files before you order parts and boards. So that's a really important service to give to clients, especially if it's a new design. And like I was saying, also make sure, like Sebastian was saying, make sure that in your assembly drawings, you're calling out for special requirements, because we are the ones writing the instructions for the different stations out on the production floor. So if you're requiring additional rework, such as cutting trays, applying RTV, epoxy, Loctite, or if you have a bunch of hardware assembly, put all of that in your assembly drawing. We will convey it and write it in a way where the people who are installing these understand, and it's easy for them to just go from step 1 to step 10 and do it flawlessly without any issues. And then really just, for us, we give customers feedback in the beginning and also during the time that your boards are actually out on the production floor. So you may decide to pass on our suggestion at that time, but keep that information so that when you do your next revision, make those implementations, because that's going to save you a lot of time, revision, and rework costs that you don't want to be spending.